Hi, it's Miss Pete American Rebel on the next investment on the next statement on the State of Disillusion speech that Joe Biden did. He was talking about inflation. Now he's trying to blame everyone and everything else besides himself on this inflation. You're going to hear commentators say this all the time in the news, but it's true. His policies about gas and cutting our gas prices and cutting our gas to be self-sufficient in our own fuels and our own resources. That's basically causing inflation. All his taxes and all his regulations create inflation. He wants to put someone in there. He was talking about putting someone in there in the Fed to put his own nominations in the Fed. That is to cook the books so that the Democrats look good. I used to work for a company called Marx, and there's this guy named this manager, and I forget Leon or whatever, not Leon, but anyway, it's inconsequential. But what he did was he cooked the books, cooking the books. He'd hire more people, but then he'd cut things down. So when production was down, he'd cut people's hours so that when production was down, he cut people's hours down so it looked like that they were productive. That's basically what it is, cooking the books. Joe Biden wants to cook the books for our economy. He wants to put people in the Fed in regards to things, and in the Fed and in these other offices, to cook the books for our economy, to make it look like we're doing good when in fact we're sucking. And we the American people know. Just like we the people of Marx knew what was going on, but we couldn't do anything about it. We, ladies and gentlemen, have a right to have something to do about it. We can vote these people out. We can vote Joe Biden out if he goes for re-election. We can vote for Pelosi out. We can, when she goes for re-election this year. We can go out. We can vote all the Democrats out, even some Republicans out, like Mitch McConnell, that are wavering on this stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, inflation is causing too much stress on companies that they have to raise prices. That's bottom line. If you cut the cost of oil, it basically has a domino effect in regards to food and everything else, trucking and everything else. This is something that inflation, and he wants to blame everyone else. He wants to blame the pandemic. Yes, the pandemic caused a drop in businesses, but Joe Biden created the inflation. The tax and spend without having the money and getting the money from everyone, all it does is create inflation, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you need to know. Let's go, Brandon. Let's stay tuned for the next installment. And let's go, Brandon. Let's vote these people out.